Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. I just did the Game of Thrones. You know where it's at. Live stream. Time for Data Live. Wow. Wait. I know people are going to say, oh, it's bullshit, that show sucks. You know what? Not this episode. This gets nearly a 5. Nearly. And you know what? I'm saving, but I'm going to save it for next week, because next week's going to get even better. This was episode 7. Let me go see what the name of this episode was. I think the name of this one was called Nightmare, but I'm not sure. Let me just check. Gotta check. This show just turned like, it doesn't say. Well, regardless. This episode, damn. Just damn. Basically, we start the episode off. We have Origami and the ATS, or I think it's AST, whatever you call it, force, and they get a new recruit to come in who apparently has killed a spirit. Yeah, who's killed a spirit, and she's there, and her name's Mana, and she's getting introduced, and she sits down, and Origami's there. She's gonna teach her the ropes and stuff, and she's asking her when she killed the spirit, and it's like, oh, it's one that you haven't seen before, that you'll probably encounter soon. And then they're looking at the footage from the attack of Hermit, and she sees this boy, and she says, Nisama. So obviously she must be a sister. At least that's what we're believed, that she is Shido's other sister. That's where we're left off on there. And then after that, we are then introduced to something else. What we're introduced to is they're going to school, and apparently there's a new transfer student, and she's introduced, and it's this girl. Well, I believe this girl's name is Kurumi, and Kurumi just comes out right and says it, and says that she's a spirit. This is the girl with the red eye and the other eye, and she's got black hair. Also, there was a kind of parody. Well, it was a similar parody in this episode towards the end, which I will get into later. So she's introduced, and she comes out. She says she's a spirit, and it's kind of confusing. And the thing is, the teacher's saying, "Oh, we'll have who's going to want to show her around the school," and automatically, one guy is like, "Ray," she says no. She goes right towards Shido. I'm like, damn, this bitch. She's thirsty. Yes. Oh, you have no idea, Kurumi. She's thirsty like a motherfucker. She wants Shido's D like pronto. It's like, she's so, creeps me out. She's on some Yuno shit. Definite Yuno shit by Kurumi. And later on we find out also, Kurumi is a spirit. She's the spirit known as Nightmare. Gets kind of crazy. And pretty much what happens is, he's showing her around the school and everything. And, her hairstyle is like, half her face you see the red eye, and the other half, her hair is covering her eye. So, and then he's basically showing her around. And then they part ways. And it was this funny scene where he by accident did this because his sister's telling him what to say, and by accident he says to her, "Oh, can I see your panties?" And I'm like, "Yo, come on." And then she's about to show it. I was like, "No, no, no." It was so bad. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Toka and Origami, they came out of a locker. And then Kurumi's looking at them and says, "Oh, Shido was helping me because of my iron deficiency." And then both of them are faking it and saying, "Yeah, I have iron deficiency too." That was hilarious. But then he's finished touring, getting the tour of school in the night, and after school's over, she heads home and she gets not roughed. She gets hit on by these three guys. And I'm like, what's this about? And then after that, they take her because they're gonna, and they're thinking, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get a good time with this girl." Guess what? She kills him. No, that's wrong. Doesn't kill him. Eats them. Yeah, I said it. Eats them. I was like, yo, it was blood all over the place. I was like, holy shit. This shit just hit the fan. Like a motherfucker. And that's when we get the introduction of Mana. Now, so I remember what I said about her being, yeah, she is. Because she later on sees, when he's walking, Shido, he bumps into Mana. But Mana confronts Nightmare and saying that she ate and everything, and it was just like blood on the fucking walls and shit, in like one of those alley things. It was like in an alley way. It was just blood on the walls, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So, and she confronts her. Now, we don't see what happens there until later. Later you find out what happens. But now you don't see what happens. And then Mana bumps into Shido and says that, "Oh, I'm your sister." She says, "Ni-sama," and hugs him and everything. They go to the apartment. And apparently the story is his sister, the one who, Kitori, I believe her name is, that one is stepsister. This sister is the one related by blood to him. The other one is, so, Mana is related blood for blood to Shido. And there's just this whole big thing at the apartment going on with her saying, "I'm the real sister, you respect me, and I'm better than you," and all this thing. And then after that, she leaves. And then the next day, they go to school. And Origami is there, and everyone's there, and the teacher's saying off the names, and she says Kurumi's name, and Origami says she's not going to show up today at all. And then she shows up, and Origami is shocked. Like, she can't believe it. So then his other sister, the one he's not blood related to, tells Shido to go to the AV room to look at something. And what he looks at is the footage, the actual footage of what happened that we didn't see, which was Mana, as the ST member, attacking Kurumi, because Kurumi changed. She went from being in school, she went into her spirit form, which was the nightmare form. It's nightmare. And she attacked her, and stabbed her. But we don't see that scene. And she's supposed to be dead. She's not dead. And he's like shocked. He's like, so apparently she's not dead. She's in school. She showed up. So it's like a what the fuck. Then there's a conversation between Nightmare and Origami. And she's questioning why she's still alive. And she's like making a few puns. Nightmare, Kurumi. And she says she just came to the school to have fun, But there's another reason she came. And while she's saying this, she's got these arms coming out of nowhere, grabbing her down, pushing her wall. And she says that and then she says, I know you're infatuated with Shido. But my feelings are much stronger. And she's licking her lips. I'm like, yo, this girl, she is fucking thirsty. And she's like, with a sadistic look on her face, and she says he calls her, and she says like, Shido is delicious. I'm like, he wants to be one with her. I'm like, psycho. But then, there's this one scene, though, during this altercation, where you see this hand coming out of the ground. And I thought to myself, Berserk? And people are like, what are you talking about? In the original anime series of Berserk, you have that hand coming out with the egg. It's towards the intro of the beginning of each episode. Well, that's what that hand reminded me of. But anyway, and that's where it ends. So she basically wants him. She's fucking thirsty. Like, really. Like, I was just bugging out. That was just like a total twist. Totally. Jesus. Thirsty. Damn. This girl is but she's crazy. So, I mean, let's not get crazy here. I mean, she's fucking not out of her gourd. And then in the next preview, it seems like things are going to get even worse in the situation. Because then what's going to happen is she captures him. She's like fucking thirsty. This bitch Nightmare is thirsty. Listen, the only problem is I think she wants to eat him or something. I'm like, damn, back off, man. Run. This is a definite yandere. Yandere. Cause, man, she's got Juno written all over her face, going in. She wants to, she's, using force. No, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, she's good looking with her black hair, but, man, you're coming out a little too strong there. The thirst is strong with this girl. Yeah, she's definitely thirsty for Shido. I was just like, man, I was just bugging out, man. She was eating those guys. She ate those guys, and now she's going after Shido. So we'll have to wait and see next week what happens. It's going to be really good. I mean, this show was very slow, but now we're getting this like high into strong moment. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I'm guessing what's going to happen is Toka. What's her name? Yeah, Toka and Origami are probably going to have to team up to take this one out. Because this is not, he can't win this spirit over. This is the opposite. You know, it's like the other spirits like Toka and Hermit, Yoshino, they were destroying the city. And he was using that to date them. You can't date this one, because she's already thirsty for him. And it's like, come on. She said she wants his power. That was like, done. I'm done. After she said that, I want to be one with him. I'm like, crazy! So, yeah, this was a good episode, people. 4.5 out of 5. Oh, and that Nightmare bitch, she's fucking sick in the head. Her thirst is so strong that we're gonna need a helicopter carrying water, a gallon of water to throw over. So, we'll see. This has been Bankai 922. Beware of crazy bitches and thirst.